Okay, boys. So thermodynamics. So number of applications are there. Whether the process is feasible or not feasible, all those are completed right now here. All those are completed. So, so these are the some concepts, my dear boy. That is, one is Joule-Thomson effect. One is Joule-Thomson effect. Another one is the Clausius-Clapeyron equation. These two are different topics. These topics just these equations are enough to us. No need of derivations. That is why I wrote here. No need of derivations. Just that is why I wrote here. Okay. So see here. What is this Joule-Thomson effect? Joule-Thomson effect. Joule-Thomson effect. See, my dear boys. Let us take an experiment. Along with me, please repeat yourself. For my dear boys, it is an experiment. Try it. Your own. Do like this. What you will observe? What you have to observe? Is this gas is in, that is air coming out from the mouth, cool or hot? Yes, cool. Here, the volume of this mouth is a low volume. Now, try it. Is this hot or cooling effect you observe? Yes, hot end. That means, now see here. I passed some air. Yes. I passed some air from inside mouth to outside through a pin of hole, through a small hole. That is, inside mouth, high pressure is there. Outside, low pressure is there. Now, I passed air from high pressure region to low pressure region through a small hole. The gas gets cooled. Am I correct or wrong? Am I correct or wrong? So, through a small hole, when air is passed from high pressure region to low pressure region, so we feel cooling effect. That in opposite way, if volume of this mouth increased, automatically the gas heated up. Gas heated up. My target is to cool down the gas. To cool down the gas, that means, so it is from high pressure region to low pressure region through a small hole, automatically gas gets cooled. It is an adiabatic process. Gas gets cooled. Okay, the process is repeated number of times with the same gas. Every time gas gets cooled. Every time gas gets cooled. That means, so very low temperatures we will get. So at those low temperatures, the gases are converted into liquid stage. So this phenomena is useful to convert a gas into liquid. A gas into liquid. So that is given by the scientist Joule and Thomson. So he gave a statement: when a gas is allowed to expand, from high pressure region to low pressure region through a small hole, it gets cooled. It gets cooled. Okay. Generally, all gases gives cooling effect, but a few gases, hydrogen and helium, instead of cooling, they are heated up. These are some exceptional cases. So these will just at the time of states of matter. Already I discussed some boys, but so we will discuss at the time of states of matter. So instead of cooling, hydrogen and helium get heated up. Hydrogen and helium get heated up. Okay. So that is Joule-Thomson effect. So that is Joule-Thomson effect. So that Joule-Thomson effect has a quotient which is called as Joule-Thomson quotient. So mu is Joule-Thomson coefficient. So for cooling, mu greater than 0. So please try to mind it. For heat, mu less than 0. No heat, no cooling. So it is for cooling of gases. It is for cooling of gases. Okay. So next, Clapeyron equation. So it is for vaporization. It is for vaporization. So Clapeyron equation. In this Clapeyron equation, when it is applicable, so liquids are going to vaporize. So liquids are going to be vaporized. Right? So during that process, liquid and vapor are in equilibrium. There, vapor pressure is there. That vapor pressure related vapor pressure, enthalpy of vaporization and temperature. So the relation is there. No need of derivation. So please try to mind it. So at the time of vapor pressure, this reaction will use them. So these are the two reactions very important for us. But so in our syllabus, this is the only available. So Clapeyron equation. P1, P2 are the vapor pressures of the gas at T1 and T2 temperatures. Delta H vaporization at which temperature the gas is going to be vaporized. That is the delta enthalpy of vaporization. Okay, these are the two relations. So theoretically, this is the completion of your thermodynamics 2 part 10. So there are some problems. I will explain those problems. Okay, so please note down, my dear boys. Please note down. Some different model problems. Please see here. Note down, my dear boys. For a perfectly crystalline solid, Cp is equal to A T power 3 plus Btn. If Cp is equal to 0.4 joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse at 10 Kelvin and Cp is equal to 0.92 joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse at 20 Kelvin. Find the molar entropy. Find the molar entropy. Find the molar entropy at 20 Kelvin. Find the molar entropy at 20 Kelvin. So what is this molar entropy at 20 Kelvin? So that is change in entropy, molar entropy. That is delta S is equal to Q reversible by T. Q reversible by T. Q reversible means NCP dt by T. NCP dt by T and okay. So for a crystalline solid for 1 mole and so therefore so it is integral 0 to 20 Kelvin. He want to calculate at 20 Kelvin. He want to calculate at 20 Kelvin. So temperature is there. So the problem. So we want to calculate delta S value at 20 Kelvin, but the given value Cp as ATQ plus Btn. ATQ plus Bt. First of all, calculate. So Cp value at 10 Kelvin, substitute this value. So temperature values, see here. So first I am going to find out how much is the A value, how much is the B value in Cp by using these two values. See here. At 10 Kelvin, Cp is equal to 0.4, which is equal to A T cube. T means 10. plus BT, T means 10. Next, at 20 Kelvin, am I correct? Okay. At 20 Kelvin, Cp is equal to given as 0.92, that is A 20 cube plus B 20N. So plus. So by using these two equations, calculate A and B. Calculate A and B. So tell me boys, how much is the A value and B value by using the two equations? Waiting for you. Waiting for you. I want A and B values. A value, wrong boy. I have a value. After solving A and B, see here, this is 1, I am taking 0.4 is equal to A into 1000, that is 1000 A plus 10 B. Second equation, right? 0.92 is equal to 1000, that is 8000 A plus 20 B. 8000 A plus 20 B. Now, so multiply equation 1 into 2 into 2, that is equal to 0.8 is equal to 2 means 2000 A plus 20 B. Subtract equation. So 20 B, it is minus, 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 these two are cancelled. That is 0.92 minus 0.8. So that is 2, 1. So 0.12 is equal to 8000, 2000, 6000 A. 6000 A. Okay, that means, so that implies 0.12 is equal to 6 into 10 cube A. 10 cube A. That is equal to, it is 0.2 times. Therefore, that implies A is equal to 0.2 into 10 power 3. Sorry, 0.0. 0.02 into, so finally we will get the answer A value. That implies A is equal to, how much it is? 2 into 10 power minus 5. A value. So now, then B value. Therefore, B is equal to, how much it is after substituting? 0.038. This is B value, this is A value. So by using these two values, we calculate that A and B values. Now delta S is equal to, now delta S is equal to delta S is equal to integral 0 to 20. At 20 you want to calculate Cp dt. Delta S is equal to integral 0 to 20 Cp dt. So Cp value, this one. So already we find out this A and B values. Substitute those values. So that is equal to integral 0 to 20 Cp value. A is how much? 2 into 10 power minus 5 into T cube plus B, that is 0.038 into Tn. dt. T dt. Substitutes. So after integration, Cp by T, right? Delta Cp by T. It is also by T and D. Okay. Now delta S, because delta S is equal to Q reversible by T and D. Q ante Cp dt ra, Cp dt by T ra. So Cp means that value ra. So that's why I substituted that one. So that is Cp means ATQ plus BT by T ra into dt and D. That is AT square plus B into dt ra. It is delta S value ra. Substitute the delta S value here. So this is delta S value. We want to calculate at 20 and 0 to 20 Kelvin. We want to calculate. Therefore, delta S is equal to integral 0 to 20. A value. How much is the A value? 2 into 10 power 5 minus 5 into T square plus B value 0.038 into Tn. 0.08, which is the B value overall into dt into dtn. Now, which is equal to delta S is equal to integral 0 to 20 2 into 10 power minus 5 T square dt plus 0.038 integral 0 to 20 dtn dt. So that is equal to integral 2 into 10 power minus 5 integral 0 to 20 T square dt plus 0.038 integral 0 to 20 dtn. Now integrate. So 2 into 10 power minus 5. So T square dt that is T power 3 by 3 n. T power 3 by 3 into 0 to 20 plus 0.038. So T at 0 to 20 and substitute those values, you will get T, that is upper limit minus lower limit. Therefore, 2 into 10 power minus 5, T means 20, 20 whole cube by 3 minus 0 by something 0 and plus 0.038 into 20 n. 20 minus 0, so 20 n. So we will get final answer, that is 0.825 after calculation. After calculation, this is the value ending. Now, advanced row 2 or 3 times asked bit ending. In advance, 2 or 3 times asked bit ending. So we know delta S is equal to Q reversible by T, Cp dt for 1 mole of the gas, because mole inverse is used. That's why I'm taking 1 mole Cp dt by T. So the Cp value is given as that much. So AT cube plus BT overall by T. This is the final value delta S. So already I find out the A and B value according to our previous concepts. So already I find out that is a way to calculate it. Do you have any doubts? That is integration value any. So after completion, the final answer is delta S, that is 0.825 is the almost answer. Next one. Next one. What is the entropy change? What is the entropy change when 3.6 grams liquid water 3.6 grams liquid water is completely converted into vapor at 373 Kelvin. At 373 Kelvin. The molar heat of vaporization is molar heat of vaporization. Molar heat of vaporization is 40.85 kilojoule per mole. 40.8 kilojoule per mole. So entropy changed. He want to calculate. Molar means per 1 mole. Per 1 mole heat of vaporization of water is that much. Per 1 mole heat of vaporization of water is that much. So you want to calculate delta H. That is entropy change. So our concept delta S is equal to how much? Delta S is equal to delta H vaporization by T. T. That is nothing but boiling point. Vaporization means boiling point. Delta H vaporization. So he want to calculate only for 3.6 grams. For 1 mole water, this much value. And 1 mole water means 1 mole water means 18 grams. So for 18 grams water, the heat of vaporization is 40.85. Now for 3.6 grams water, how much is the heat of vaporization? For 3.6 grams, how much it is? 40.85 into 3.6 by 18. So 36 by 10. It is 2 times. It is 5 times. That is equal to 8.170. That is kilojoule. That is kilojoule. This is enthalpy of vaporization for that much value. Therefore, delta S is equal to, that is 8.170 kilojoules, but I am giving only joules value only. That is 10 power 3 by, that is joules. Boiling point, that is the boiling point of water, we know 373 Kelvin. Right? The given value is 373. And finally, we will get 21.9 joules. After calculation, we will get 21.9 joules. So, see, in this problem, the important is 36 grams water you want to calculate. But the given value for 1 mole, so 1 mole means 18 grams is much, 3.6 grams is how much? Finally calculate, that value is used as delta H vaporization. Delta H vaporization. One mole of an ideal monoatomic gas one mole of an ideal monoatomic gas undergoes adiabatic free expansion. Adiabatic free expansion. Adiabatic free expansion from 2 to 20 decimeter cube. From 2 to 20 decimeter cube and at 300 Kelvin. The value of delta S for the gas is, the value of delta S for the gas is dash. Answer is in Okay, I want in calories and at least. Calories and. Here the important point, my dear boys, adiabatic free expansion. So whenever a term adiabatic free expansion or free expansion is used, that is automatically isothermal case. Which is isothermal case? Please try to mind it during calculation. Adiabatic free expansion is nothing but isothermal end. For that purpose, delta S is equal to NR ln V2 by V1 and NR ln V2 by 1. So delta S for, because Q reversible, delta S is equal to Q reversible by T ra. Q means NR T ra. By T, T and T gets cancelled. Finally answer NR ln V2 by V1 ra. That is equal to 2.303 NR log V2 by V1 and log V2 by V1. So that is equal to 2.303. 1 mole of gas is taken. So into 1. I want to calculate in calories. Take R value in calories. That is roughly R value is equal to 2. So log V2 final volume, that is 20 by 2. So 20 by 2 means 10 ra. Log 10 to the base 10 is equal to 1 ra. Therefore 6064 points. So this is the delta S value and 4.606. So I'm choosing this problem for explaining this point end. Whenever free expansion, adiabatic free expansion, automatically we consider isothermal cases. So for isothermal case, delta S is equal, this is the way to calculate the problem. Okay. Next one. One mole of ice is converted into water at 273 Kelvin and 1 atmosphere pressure. 1 atmosphere pressure. The enthalpies of entropies. The entropies of H2O solids and H2O liquids are 38.0 and 58.0 joule, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse, respectively. Joule, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse, respectively. The entropy change for the conversion is dash. Try yourself. The entropy change for the conversion is dash. One mole of ice is converted into water and that is H2O solid changes to H2O liquid and ice is converted into water. For this, you want to calculate delta S. For this, you want to calculate delta S. So it is a reaction, it is a process. Whenever delta S is there, S final minus S initial. That is, S final means entropy of water liquid minus entropy of water solid. So these two values are given to you. The entropies of water solid and water liquid are given to you. That is equal to entropy of liquid. How much? Second value? That is 58 minus entropy of solid is 38, which is equal to 20 joule Kelvin inverse mole. This is delta S value. Simple. It is simple. So very, very important. Final minus initial. So product value minus reactance value. Those two values are given to you. Next one. For a reversible reaction, boys, please take your pen and paper, solve along with me. That is very important to you for writing tomorrow's exam. If delta Z naught is equal to 0, the equilibrium constant reaction is equal to dash. So delta Z naught and equilibrium constant, there is a relation, boy. Yes, was I correct? Was I correct? No, I am collecting from other books. See here. We know delta Z naught is equal to 2.303 RT log Kc. This is the relation. Yesterday I told to you. Delta Z naught. He gave delta Z naught is equal to 0. Therefore, this value is equal to 0. 2.303 RT log Kc. Therefore, log Kc is equal to 0. Therefore, Kc is equal to 10 power 0, which is equal to 1. Kc is equal to 0, that is 10 power 0, which is equal to 1. So simple if you know this formula. So this is very, very important, boys. S-based relations are very, very important. The vapor pressure of water is 0.04 atmospheres at 20 degrees centigrade. The free energy change for the following process is dash. The process is H2O, which is gas, 0.04 atmospheres at 27 degrees centigrade. Change it to H2O, liquid, 0.04 atmospheres at 27 degrees centigrade. This is the relation. He want to calculate the free energy change. That means delta Z is equal to how much? It is a question. Uday Ram? See boy, he want to calculate delta Z value. Delta Z value. See here it is gas, it is liquid. But at this temperature, temperatures are same end. At this temperature and pressure, these two liquids are in equilibrium end. These two liquids are in equilibrium. So that means this is at equilibrium at this temperature and pressure. Automatically, for an equilibrium, delta Z is equal to 0 and our answer is 0. Our answer is 0. Okay. Okay, next one. Answer is 0. Because those two are at equilibrium, delta Z is equal to 0. That is the standard notation. Next one. The entropy change accompanying the transfer of transfer of 12,000 joules of heat from a body A at 327 degrees centigrade to a body B at 127 degrees centigrade is dash joules. Entropy change based problem. And once again, here a body from A to B is changed. See here, A to B, some heat is changed. Some heat is changed. We want to calculate delta S for this process. Delta S for that process. That is, delta S is equal to entropy of B minus entropy of A. Entropy of B, that is change in entropy of B minus change in entropy of A. that is Q reversible by T of B minus Q reversible by T of A. Q means how much heat is transferred from here to here. So here 12,000 joules heat is transferred. That means A losses 12,000 heat, 12,000 joules. B gains 12,000 joules. That means the Q loss is 12,000. That is H 370 centigrade minus this gain 12,000 by H 127 327 plus 273 absolute temperatures we must use. And this is 127 plus 273. That is equal to 12,000 by 600 minus 12,000 by 400. That is equal to, it is 2 times. It is 20 minus 20 minus, how much it is? 30. 30. 20 minus 30. A value how much? A value 327. Sorry boys, reverse. I use the reverse value. It is A at 127. It is A at 327. That is why it is 600. It is 400. Now it is 30. It is 20. Now the value is plus 10 joules. Answer is plus 10 joules. Answer is plus 10. Just change in entropy. Product value minus reactant value. Q reversible by T. Q reversible by T. So Q value, this A is lost 12,000 joules. This B is gained 12,000. That is the difference values. So that Q reversible, lost value by temperature, gained value by temperature. Okay. So this is answer plus 10 joules. Plus 10. Now it is one more important, that is assuming ideal gas behavior the delta F for the isothermal mixing of isothermal mixing of 0.8 mole N2 and 0.2 mole O2 is dash. N2 O2 is dash. So mixing of the N2 is the want to replace delta S mixture and is equal to how much? So if some problem is apply mixture of gases, a problem, a relation is we derived, my dear boy. So please see. So by using that relation, we should calculate the problem. And okay, one see, please. It is the last problem for today's class. Yes, one see. Yes. So our syllabus over. Yes, no problem. Ready yourself. take study hour. Ramchandra, you are correct. Ramchandra, you are correct. There is a problem formula, Andy. There is a formula that is delta S mixture is equal to minus R sigma I is equal to 1 to N, that is I Ln X I N. Oh, problem. This formula we derived. This formula is derived. So here two x's are taken. That is equal to minus R, number of moles of N2, N of X N2 plus number of moles of O2, Ln of X O2. So given number of moles of N2 is equal to 0.10. Number of O2 is equal to 0.2. Now, total number of moles is equal to number of moles of N2 plus number of moles of O2, which is equal to 1. Therefore, mole fraction of N2, number of N by number of moles of N2 plus number of O2. That is 0.8 by 1, which is equal to 0.8. Similarly, mole fraction of O2 is equal to 0.2. Mole fraction of O2 is equal to 0.2. So we got this value and this value. We know this value and this value. Substitute those values. I want to calculate in calories. In calories, I want to calculate. Substitute those values in that formula. That gives delta S mixture is equal to minus R, let it be 2 only because R is in calories 2. We know R is equal to 2 calories only. 2. Number of moles of N2 that is 0.8 into Ln X2 0.8 N plus 0.2 Ln 0.2. This is, that is equal to, I am going to convert this Ln values into LOG values. Ln values into LOG values. That is minus 2, 2.303 into 0.8 log 0.8 plus 2.303 into 0.2 into log 0.2. Log 0.2. That is equal to minus 2.303. I am also going to be common. It is equal to 0.8 into log 0.8 log 8 by 10 plus 2 common 0 into log 2 by 10. 2 by 10. That is equal to minus 2 into 2.303, 0.8 into, it is log A by B, log A minus log B and plus 0.2 log A minus log B and log 2 minus log 10 and that is equal to minus 2 into 2.303. By solve yourself. 0.8 into log 8 means 2 square, 2 cube only. That is 3 log 2 minus log 10 plus 0.2 into log 2 minus log 10. And now I am substituting the values. That is minus 2 into 2.303, 0.8 into 3 into log 2, 0.3010, minus log 10, 1 and log 10, 1, plus 0.2, 0.3010, minus log 10, 1. Solve yourself. Finally, we will get the answer plus 0.96 and calories Kelvin inverse. Solve yourself.